I'm ready. What?
Trinity has descended upon us. Can you feel the enormous
Yes. It's hard to
Come, Hilda. This magic allows your weapon to damage humanity's apparitions.
That's great, but why didn't you do this earlier? Every time I've encountered him, I've wanted to beat the tar out of him.
Both the materials and the effect can only last a limited time. Marble didn't want to share his secret, so I had to figure out a way. Confronting human is inevitable. I just hope we don't have to fight the North Winds.
We won't. At least...
I can't promise what will happen on the mountain, but I'll do my best to support. Is there anything else you want to ask before we go?
I'm ready. On your orders, mistress.
Good. Your morale seems high. I'll meet you at the back of you.
Lord Marble, I must speak with you. By the gods, humanities! How? You misunderstand. I was actually trapped inside it. Now I've mastered a part of its power. I can even project my consciousness everywhere in Apis with my original likeness. I've appeared before you now to show you my abilities and... I don't understand. What are you? Are you... I saw it with my own eyes during the aspiration. Minerva and Tadrius didn't believe you were dead. So I knew. I was conscious in the Nexus. They stayed with me and studied me for nearly 200 years. I'm here talking to you now because I only recently No. What? No. Don't you see? You're no longer human. I didn't think you'd be so irrational. By the gods, do...
Is this magic barrier a defense set up by Marble?
Without it, we won't be able to stop the elites, but we have to break through it in order. So, let's get started. Wait, someone's coming. You.
Archon Serene!
Mistress Minerva, and your noble... Today is the Trinity Night. I know you'll be making your... I don't suppose I could follow you and observe.
We could use all the help we can get, but... You won't go soft-hearted at the
I was going to ask you the same...
What? Stand back. I'm going to...
By the winds! So much power!
It was more formidable than I thought it would be.
The people of the plaza will be shocked.
Hilda, please clear a path for us. We'll follow close behind.
Leave it to me!
Minerva, I think you already know this, but there's something I'd like to confirm. There is a...
I can feel the Templars gathering at the foot of the mountain. Is Martin sending his elite? Not only Serene and Minerva, but now even more. What is wrong with them? Why can't they understand? I can't let them damage the Nexus. Is this Palace? Are you coming? Whether for the peace of the Caleb Summit, or for my safety, I'm very grateful. I want to make the world fair, peaceful. Will you help me, Palace? It seems your replicates are... Go! Stop! This is good enough. I have...
been a long time since we had tea together.
Yes, we've both been too busy, even to sit down. Which is why we should be completely open with one another. It's just...
Yes, I saw the roses on the table. Father, just tell me what...
I know that you and humanities are very close, so I must warn. Stay away from his resonator.
How? I helped draft it.
Let him take the credit. You don't need it anyway. You only need to announce that you no longer support it. Let people guess the reason.
No.
Don't worry. The act will...
You plan on hurting humanities in secret, don't you?
Why would you say that? You really think I... Or did someone make you think that I would? I'm not a murderer. And I know what you and you... I didn't hurt his father, and I won't hurt him. He's made many enemies on his own. I don't need to do anything. It's you I'm worried about.
You are just worried about... If you dare hurt human, I'll do something to... All the connections, fame, and fortune that I brought you.
Then I can only wish you all the best. Especially with a slave. You'll understand when that cards me up. As for now, have another.
Very well.
Hilda, how is everything progressing?
I'm fine, but that lightning sure is strong.
I think it's Palace? The divine canine of legend, sent by the gods to protect the city. But ever since humanities awoke, I don't know much about the beast myself. If you have any questions, you can ask me. Is there something you want to ask? For the people.
We've done well so far, but stay alert. Or just focus on advancement.
You're here. I was starting to worry.
I told you we'd catch up. We just met with a bit of trouble.
What trouble?
Some Templars appeared from behind. They may have been teleported here to take us by surprise.
I'll go take care of.
No, there's no time. Leave it to Bion and Evangelos. We must continue our ascent.
The mistress is right. Leave this to us.
Evangelos.
Don't worry, Saintus. Surviving is...
I understand.
Let's go.
Stop right there! All of you!
That voice.
Ignore him. Just...
Humanities.
I must admit I'm somewhat impressed by your foolish persistence to think you're actually standing with Serene.
It's possible. Or perhaps I'm really...
And Hilda. Why have you come?
That's not true. And I know you won't just stop it. I also wanted to ask you.
I have urgent business, so I'll give you time for only one question.
I've heard much about you and Aphis, Senator Humanities. Up until now, some even believed you were originally but the ritual you want to perform now?
Why not ask Minerva? She's supposed to be the one who understands me. I once said, if I weren't Aristor, you wouldn't like me. Do you remember how you answered?
I said I still would.
No. You would just look at the tools in my hand and assess the value. And me? I would look at your robes and think, how unobtainable. I don't see Minerva when I look at you. I see only the Aristoi. And
Love lets us break through all constraints. That was... You still remember that conversation?
just as you also remember, I feel more than just hatred and responsibility for the city. I truly want...
Human!
But now I see clearly. Since you cannot understand me, how... I will no longer seek agreement.
Wait, what of the Northwind Legion, human?
And here I was thinking you didn't care about outsiders.
Damn, he's gone! What?
I'm not sure, but I have a bad feeling about this. No matter...
Thank you. That's my father!
By the gods, he's controlled...
That monster!
I feel his aura is different.
I do. Unlike the Templars, the energy... Arrhenius said that this condition is known as the boundary. It's when the soul's been opened, forming a channel through which others can enter. Since it can be opened...
How exact?
Tranquilite is the key to the spell. If the channel between his soul and human's conscious...
Understood. You'll cast the... Hilda, Minerva and I will free Harold from human's control.
What should I do?
Anything that grabs Harold's attention and weakens him will... I believe you can do it.
Alright, and... Papa?
Hild! Why are you so obsessed?
The north wind blows to the south. That's what you taught. Besides, Papa, I'm certain you know that Eumenides is planning to... You must have stayed here because you were going to fight back against his scheming. If he gets his way, everything we've done here will be meaning.
I'm being forced.
I'm not afraid to fight you, Papa. The adherents will free you from humanity's
Harold's been freed. It's a miracle. It went even better than I anticipated. Your father's fine, Hilda. You can stop worrying now.
By the winds! I'm so... Thank you!
My child, come. Let me have a look at you.
Papa!
Don't look so sad. Are you...
No! I can't! Humanity still needs to be stopped!
By the winds. You're...
Commander, may I interject?
Mistress Minerva.
I hope you can understand that Hilda is the... I know you love your daughter dearly, but she's far more capable than you imagine. I'm sure you also understand that we must put a stop to humanity's plan. And we're running out of... Besides, you can't continue to fight humanities in your current state. We were able to close the channel he used to control your soul only temporarily. If you get near him...
Oh, may your mother forgive me. Hild, as commander, I order you to pursue humanity.
Papa!
If his powers can affect all of Aphis, then they can also affect him. This is his real desire. It's not just liberating a city.
Understood, Commander.
Good. Hild?
By the way, Otto's with the adherents now.
Otto's still alive?
What about the others?
They're already on their way back. I watched them leave. Humanities knows I don't trust him, so he feared the Legion being here would... Once we finished what we'd agreed to, he couldn't wait to send the North Wind. I found an excuse to stay. Because and Humanities plan to use me against you. But in...
Oh, fuck. We'll be reunited with them soon. Minerva said that your aura is really strange. Do you feel...
I'm fine. Me attacking first must have worked. The Spellbreak gem was quite useful after all.
The Spellbreak gem?
Humanity's apparition must draw energy from the Nexus before it can take form. Because of that, He's vulnerable. I discovered that Marble was researching a device that could break the flow of magical energy. The whole time I was arranging for people to gather the materials and make it. But nobody knew what my true goal. Humanities couldn't monitor us at all times. But that...
I thought you...
At the time, I had no choice but to tell you that. The fewer people who...
I understand. When I was in the Glittering Deeps, I was so stupid. Worrying about you.
You don't need to apologize. I'd thought of everything, but I didn't anticipate that your stubbornness would...
You plan to rebel against Humanities from the...
Rebelling against Humanities was just a consequence. In order to ensure that the objective of Operation Ashwind could be... What makes the Northwind Legion elite is that we don't just look at how things appear on the surface.
Arrangements? So you mean our comrades...
Lifting the King's curse was just one objective. We also need to eliminate the possibility. The timeline's a little messy. All I can say is that when I realize what the... But if word that I failed makes its way back to Ambari, Ludwig will immediately start preparations for... And if that comes to pass, it will be a terrifying war of...
By the winds!
This Spellbreak gem was damaged in the battle with Humanities. Although it can't harm him anymore. Take it. It's no longer any use as a weapon, but it can still provide some...
Thank you so much.
I overestimated the strength of both myself and the gem.
On the contrary, your gem was extremely useful. If not for that, but how on earth did you get your hands on an artifact being developed?
I took the shell, but I knew there wasn't enough magic in it. So I ventured into the Glittering Deeps and took the Titan Spark to use as a core.
It's impossible to defend against you. I'm very impressed that you managed to pull that off right under his...
So what's next for you, Mistress? What do you plan?
First, tell me how he seemed to you.
Well, he was still seeking atonement. It's difficult for him to cope, obtaining such great power all at once like that. The power of the Nexus has changed him, but I believe...
If he's still the same Humanities...
Understood.
I must also apologize. When you first entered the city, I didn't trust you, and I wasn't willing to hear... It was because of me that you had no choice but to seek aid through Humanities.
Considering the circumstances, there's no use in feeling guilt. We've all...
Your understanding is...
Thank you for your help just now.
It was nothing compared to what you did at the Temple of Mercy. If we can't stop Human today, everyone will become controlled, just like your father was. He's no longer someone we can reason with using words alone. We're counting on you. For the people.
Impressive, Harold. You managed to fight back even when You have to use my amulet when you're an Aphis. I fulfilled my promise to let you take the artifact that will lift the king's curse. And I promised to let you deal... I must say... I must do my duty to fight. And once I rescue Aphis, I will bring a bright... I'm going to build a free and equal new world. Free of class. You're just like the others.
This isn't over.
You spellbreak, General. Do you have any idea of the consequences?
As commander of the Northwind Legion, I will not...
I was going to reunite you with your family on the Trinity night.
What?
Kill anyone who approaches the Nexus.
Yes.
I can't waste my magic on others anymore. Did it.
Congratulations on retrieving your consciousness and taking... My research on the Titan has finally made progress. That's why I'm pleased my theory was proved right again. Even if you can only control a small part of the Nexus...
I can feel it. You're something beyond flesh. I want to ask why you, but it doesn't matter.
All the hard work I've done. I am perplexed, though. Why is it that you're the one who merged with the Nexus? I would have been happier if it was Serene who ascended with me. Perhaps beyond this power lies something we call fate.
Where?
I'm leaving. There's nothing I want here, and the truth I see is far. But before I go, let me ask, what...
I will save Aphis. I must. Now that I have the power to save them, I will.
Just as I expected. You're still a fool, trapped. Anyway.
This time, I have to come up with something. I have to save everyone. I have to find a way.
You've overcome that matter with your father, haven't you? Looking at you, I'm reminded of how I was back then. Idealistic self. Why have you come here now, though? Is it for justice?
I could ask you the same thing. If everyone is against you, why not just let—
You don't know what I've seen. I've seen the possibility of a better world. One that can—
Who would be happier? Can you even understand what happiness— If you truly care about Minerva, then you should know how she feels. How can you possibly look at her face and— I'm asking you, are you truly even you—
No, of course I'm—
So you haven't changed. But the Nexus is influencing your actions. It's made— Now that you've seen Minerva, though, there's no way you can still believe it.
No! Son! I was wrong. I shouldn't be talking about— You're disrupting my will. Influence—
Because even through this whole mess, someone's cared about you, and I promised her that I'd beat the living daylights out of you so she won't have to.
You mean to tell me that's the only
Hey, sweetie, what's up? Thank you.
They had... If so...
Didn't she become an Archon?
Then she... What can I do for you? Mind your manners.
like Harold's device is taking effect.
Minerva.
It's all right now, child. He can't give in, humanities. The current... Even if you create another apparition, you won't be able to do it before we carry out the ritual.
End me, Minerva. I've spent so much energy trying. Oh, truly, it's been too much. So much that I can't accept my fate.
Have you forgotten who I am? If we're going to talk, sins committed as a human being must be... If you die, then I promise that nobody will forgive you. You can. And you'll...
Don't, Minerva. I would rather hurt you, make an enemy of you. Just kill me now.
Human, you've always borne your burdens on your own and decided just this once. Thank you, Hilda. I've done all that I wished. Next. Once we place the relics on the neck, let me know once you've set up the...
Serene?
Oh, sorry. I just haven't come around yet. It's incredible. I'm flooded with so many memories all of a sudden. Thank you for all you've done for us. For the people.
You did well.
Did I make you proud?
What do you think?
I don't know. I just feel like I didn't do... This was my first time operating alone, without anyone guiding me. Whether it was Barad or Andreas or... But I do understand now that there is a price for all...
Well said.
I'm sorry, Papa. All this time, I know...
Well, I should have believed in you a little more. I've always wanted to protect you, to make sure you grow up safely. But I couldn't acknowledge you're an outstanding soul. I'll always be...
You should.
Thank you, child. You may not be able to feel it, but to me, I never thought I'd actually make it to...
Need a handkerchief?
Do my eyes deceive me? You really... It's amazing, but I don't know what to say.
The relics are all ready.
At the risk of being too sentimental... Hilda, all of this is due to your hard work. Thank you.
We did this together. You did well too.
You really know how to push your luck, child.
Hey, I just noticed. Your necklace, it looks a lot like mine.
It's true. Do you remember what I once told you? That the necklace is a token? Memento is one of House Laurel's greatest pieces of craftsmanship, and it was once used as proof of the house's bloodline.
Huh? Wait, does that mean I might be the descendant of an Ephesian?
Will you return to Anbari now?
Yes, but I'll really miss you.
Yes, as will I.